You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 overpowered devil fruits in One Piece. By VinnyTube, make sure y'all like, sub, and y'all know. If y'all know me, if y'all seen my videos, you've seen that in the background. You can see it right now, right there. If you can't, I'm gonna tilt it. Yeah, you see that? Right there. Yeah. It's one of my favorite anime. I know a lot about One Piece. Straight up. I can't say it's my favorite because there's still Death Note, Full Metal, Brotherhood, Naruto. There are more. I just can't think of them right now. They're all really good. There's definitely more though. But One Piece is like up there for one of the top. Damn, I watch a lot of anime. I can't even remember all of them. I got to go to my anime list. But either way, we gonna get into it.
The power system in One Piece is one of the most unique and innovative you'll find in anime. Instead of a complicated energy force that you struggle to wrap your head around or some quirky magic, what you get is a fancy looking fruit that gives its eater incredible powers and a bad taste in the mouth. It's called a devil fruit, but you already know that, don't you? And it comes with a...
That's such an unnecessary addition that he added to it, that it tastes horrible. Oda did not have to add that in there.
Deal. Those who eat it
But
and
it's hilarious.
inherit its powers automatically lose the ability to swim and survive in water. Devil fruits aren't that complicated. There are just three categories: Paramecia, Logia, and Zoan. Paramecias are the most common type and give their users an endless variety of abilities. Logia fruits are rare and their users gain the ability to create, manipulate, and transform into some sort of natural element. Zoans create human-animal hybrids. Devil fruit powers vary wildly. Some are more basic than others, like the ability to make your target turn into stone or to turn your own body into sand. Well, we're talking basic by One Piece standards, of course. Others are simply crazy. Imagine gaining the ability to grow countless limbs on your body, or being able to manipulate stone to the extent that you can turn an entire country into a part of yourself.
That is disgusting.
Same variety, there are some devil fruit powers that are best described as overpowered. They
Yeah,
give their owners
law is
such godlike
disgusting.
powers,
Yeah.
it's no wonder how anyone
Yeah.
can stand up to them. That brings us
A lot
to
of
the
disgust.
subject of today's video, which is the top 10 overpowered devil fruit powers in One Piece. Let's take a look at them.
And the thing is, they shouldn't be this broken. Like the fact that this man right here, Doflamingo, can do what he can do with his devil fruit is like crazy to me.
Kicking off this list is the string fruit, eaten by Don Quixote Doflamingo. When it comes to Doffy, his devil fruit power is one of the last things about him that strikes you. That's because he's such an intriguing character even without it. There's the way he looks, his evil grin, and his raspy voice. There are multiple personalities that he's cultivated: a fallen noble turned pirate, a ruthless underworld arms dealer, a slave driver, and the man who thinks nothing of killing his own brother. There's his haki prowess, which makes him one of the biggest threats around. You might be forgiven if you think the string fruit's powers aren't that special, but take a closer look and you'll find it's a deadly power. It gives Doffy the ability to create an unlimited number of tiny, razor-sharp strings that he can manipulate at will. These harmless-looking strings can slice buildings in half, create a cage large enough to enclose an entire country, turn people into puppets, and even repair the user's internal organs.
It's like,
Imbuing the
bruh.
strings with haki makes them even more deadly. It's a power truly worthy of its wielder.
But then you put that devil fruit in somebody else's hands who suck. They're not gonna do anything with it at all. Like you put it in Gecko Moria's hands. He's gonna be like, what do I can do with strings? He's going he's gonna shoot strings at you, and your strings it's gonna bounce off your chest, and like you're gonna punch him straight in the face. He's done. It's all about the user. Straight up, if I was to have a devil fruit, it would be this one. It would be Kizaru's devil fruit.
Blinding us at number 9 is the power of Admiral Kizaru's Glint fruit. The Admiral might not look much like a threat, but he has the most powerful and versatile devil fruit power among the marine higher-ups, which makes him a Class A hazard and the only human capable of riding a cannonball. The Glint fruit blesses Kizaru with the powers to create, control, and transform into light, turning him into a light human. This means he can travel at the speed of light, making him almost unstoppable. With his power of light, Kizaru can shoot high-speed, high-precision laser laser beams from his fingertips and feet. These lasers have the same piercing effects as bullets shot from a gun. Additionally, he can blind his opponents with his light or create weapons of light, such as a sword, to fight them. It's no wonder then that he gave the Straw Hats such a hard time before the skip.
Straw Hats. I mean, yeah, but these dudes got worse. These dudes got much worse.
I think we all know why this makes the list. A power to continuously regenerate is pretty overpowered, isn't it? Especially if you're in a battle shonen series. Not to mention how cool it looks in its fully transformed form.
I keep pausing it, by the way, or lowering it, because I don't know if it's coming through on the video, but on my side, it's super loud, and I don't know what the issue is. Like, when I start recording, it becomes super loud, but like before, it's fine. It's only been today. Every video I've recorded today has been like this. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried after every video.
One of the 5 mythical Zoan we've seen in the One Piece canon. Marco's control over his transformation seems to be one of the greatest among other Zoan users shown so far. It allows him to transform into a legendary phoenix, granting him the ability to fly and control phoenix fire, which doesn't just heal him, but can be used to heal others' wounds too. One of the reasons why it doesn't get higher is because offensively, it's not as useful as some of the other devil fruits on this list. Coming in at number 7 is the pawpaw fruit.
Like, when he's not talking, it's loud as hell.
How adorable it sounds, or by the fact that it gives its user soft pink padded paws and leaves cute paw imprints whenever it's used. Behind its unassuming name, this devil fruit holds one of the most mysterious powers ever seen. It allows Bartholomew Kuma, its user, to deflect anything, from enemy attacks to people and even ghosts, and send them flying at the speed of light. It endows him with great speed and the ability to compress air and turn it into a massive explosion. He can even push out the pain in a person's body, put it inside an air bubble, and transfer that pain into another's body. Perhaps because of his gentle nature, Kuma doesn't always use his devil fruit powers to hurt others. When he sends the Straw Hats flying in different directions, all of them arrive safe and sound at their destinations, despite having traveled in his air bubble for 3 days and 3 nights.
Oh, the foreshadowing in this show.
The Rumble fruit allows its eater to...
Okay, but I got an issue. I got an issue right here. Why is Kizaru, who's light, literally light, you can move at the speed of light, before Kuma? Like, yeah, the air bubble is dangerous as hell. Marco, regeneration, yeah, it's cool. He can move at the speed of light. He got light speed kicks, punches. He could shoot a laser and cause an explosion right there. Like, if he wasn't so lazy and like slow, he would be the most unstoppable person, unless you have like, Katakuri level of hockey. But other than that, he's unbeatable. And so is, to everybody but Luffy, so is Eneru.
And turn into lightning, move at lightning speed, and send 200 million volt lightning bolts crashing down on its opponents. That's not all. The user can also create, control, and transform into electricity, merge with and manipulate metal, hear electrical sound waves many miles away, and even jumpstart their own heart with a jolt of electricity. Touching a person with the power of the Rumble fruit means being fried with hundreds of thousands of volts of electricity. It's no wonder that its user, Enel, has the nickname God attached to his name. It's just his bad luck that he happened to run into the one person capable of withstanding his electrifying personality, a certain Rubber Man. By a minor character's account, the Rumble fruit is the most powerful of the rare Logia fruits.
Oh, that look clean. Oh, I forgot they redid this. Oh, that looks so good. And then like this, like, cause they did this years before, and it still looks good. But like that other one looks mad clean. Oh my. Oh my. Can somebody wear a rubber suit and just beat Eneru like that? Or does it work that way? Is there like a tipping point? Like, if you get hit with enough volts, does the rubber suit not protect you? I get Luffy's completely made of rubber, so that's why he was immune. But like, if you were a rubber suit with just like some eye holes you can see through out of, would you counter him? Would you counter Eneru like that? Just hard counter?
At the halfway mark now, we have a sinister power in the hands of a 10-year-old. Like the
Yeah, it's
Paw Paw
broken.
fruit, the Hobby Hobby fruit has a harmless, even cheerful ring to its name, but it holds a power so terrible, it's capable of enslaving an entire population. The Devil Fruit
And it
gives its
did.
users the power to turn people into toys with just a touch, control their every movement, erase others' memories of them while tragically allowing them to retain their own. It also gives the person who eats it the gift of eternal youth, which is why Sugar, a member of the Don Quixote family and the owner of the Hobby Hobby fruit, hasn't aged a day in 12 years. What makes this fruit even more sinister is the fact that Sugar uses its powers to help Doffy create a huge underworld in Dressrosa that runs on the backs of slaves whilst presenting an outward picture of a prosperous and peaceful country. Despite being overpowered, the Hobby Hobby fruit has one big weakness, which we won't be revealing. Suffice to say, it's the reason why Usopp becomes God Usopp,
God
one of the
Usopp.
most unusual power-ups in shonen anime.
I mean,
Number
shoot,
4,
twice.
the
Took her
Dark
down
Fruit.
twice, so he deserves to be God Usopp. Bro, I can't wait until they reveal what this Devil Fruit can actually do. Like, everything it can actually do. Because it's so confusing right now.
It's time to go Z ha ha ha, because the next entry on the list is the despicable Blackbeard's terrifying power of the Dark Fruit. The power of darkness in this fruit gives its users the ability to manipulate darkness. This manifests in the form of a black hole or void that swallows everything in its wake, be it a person or an entire city, though it doesn't necessarily destroy them in the process. When Blackbeard wields it, the black hole also spits out what it swallowed. The Yonko's able to pull his opponents into the dark abyss with a mysterious gravitational force. But the most frightening power of the Dark Fruit is that it can nullify all other Devil Fruit powers, provided Blackbeard is in physical contact with their users. The history behind this Devil Fruit is just as menacing as its abilities. Blackbeard acquired the fruit by killing a crewmate who had found it first. The Dark Fruit was also instrumental in the capture of Ace and, subsequently, one of the most important developments in the One Piece story. Truly dark stuff, this one.
Hey, pour one out for Thatch. This is a very good fun fact. If you haven't heard this, Thatch, Blackbeard, Teach. Just let it sink in. Let it sink in. Edward.
In the third spot is the heart-shaped Ope Ope Nomi fruit, which is as bizarre as it is powerful. It gives its user
Blackbeard.
Trafalgar Law divine surgical skills and the ability to cure incurable diseases, earning him the nickname Surgeon of Death. But
Yeah,
it's
this thing
how the
broken as
power
hell.
works that makes it so absurdly wonderful. With it, Law can create a spherical space he calls a room, within which he can control the placement of any object or person using a force pretty much like teleportation. In the room, Law can dismember people without hurting them, switch their hearts and their personalities, and switch himself with them or with an object. Oh, and he can turn them back to how they were as well, if he's in the mood. Despite being a serious-looking guy, Law's known to use his powers in deviously funny ways. Look at the way he cut Kinemon up into tiny pieces, stacked the pieces up any which way, even attaching his legs to his back. On a more serious note though, the Ope Ope Nomi fruit allows its users to give another person eternal life at the cost of the user's own life. It's definitely a godlike power.
Mm-hmm. Too bad he spent most of Punkheiser getting his ass beat. After he did them dirty.
Taking the runner-up spot is the Tremor fruit, which according to Admiral Sengoku holds the power to destroy the world. And that's
Well, yeah, of course.
no exaggeration. It's considered the strongest of the Paramecia fruits and a rival to the strongest Logia fruits. The person who consumes this devil fruit can cause huge cracks in the air with just a punch. These cracks in turn create large shock waves, which bring about earthquakes and tsunamis that can destroy entire islands. The user can also flip large objects and places on their head. An extremely frightening way to use this power is achieved by holding one's enemy by their head and concentrating the vibrations around it, defeating the opponent instantly. In the hands of Whitebeard, the world's strongest man, the Tremor fruit was never used for evil. Rather, we can safely assume that its powers were used to protect many nations and countries from more ruthless pirates. And let's not forget, it gave the Marines a massive fright in the Battle of Marineford. Unfortunately, the fruit was stolen rather deviously by Blackbeard, and we can only wonder how he'll use its tremendous powers to further his evil plan.
One Piece は実在する
It's time to unveil our top pick now, and the honor goes to Big Mom's Soul Fruit, which puts a horrifying spin on the old Halloween tradition of trick or treat.
I call cap on this, but I'm gonna listen to what he has to say about it. But I call cap on this.
The power of the Soul Fruit makes its user a manipulator of souls. As such, Big Mom can extract the soul of a person or a part of it and transfer it into an inanimate object, bringing it to life. That explains her army of talking trees, flowers, animals, furnitures, and cakes. They might look cute, but like Sugar's toys, they're far from innocent beings. The soul extraction means the person who parts with a portion of their soul loses some part of their lifespan as well. When Big Mom's being unreasonable, it might even come down to parting with one's life. The fruit also allows the Yonko to use portions of her soul to create humanoid creatures called incarnations that go about collecting people's souls on her behalf. However, there's a condition that must be fulfilled for the Soul's fruit to work, which is that the target must be afraid of the user. Given Big Mom's insatiable hunger pangs and the destruction she's capable of at times, this isn't a difficult ask at all.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that one right there. You know, if you're not afraid, then they're right there. If you have power, if you like, she can't take your soul. You just got to fight the minions. And what's Kizaru's going laser. Unless I'm overhyping Kizaru, I might be overdoing Kizaru's devil fruit power. But like, he has a laser of light. How do you dodge that? You can't, bro. He has the Frieza death beam on his fingertips, bro. The Frieza death beam. He probably, if he wants, he can ball that shit up. You know, just keep that energy, just grow it, throw it like Frieza with it. That, you know, destroying Namek. He can destroy Namek. Not only Whitebeard has the power to destroy a planet, so does Kizaru. So does a lot of people in One Piece. If you have the Aces fruit, bro, you can just light everything on fire, control that fire. It might not be as deadly as, you know, a Kizaru fruit. And then Blackbeard also is a very dangerous fruit. That dark fruit is kind of crazy from what we've seen so far. I just wish they would, you know, we know all the devil fruit or something, bro. I can't wait. I'm too impatient. Just like, I hope y'all are impatient for the next video, because it's coming next. Don't worry about it. About 15 minutes after this one dropped, it's gonna be out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.